Nobody wanted to stay in Chestertown.
Yeah.
So I went to Baltimore with some of my friends. One of my roommates, we started an apartment, we got a job, and I stayed in Baltimore, I think, for 8 years. And then I thought I'd like to have an adventure, do something else, so I moved to New York City. And I stayed there for, I think, 28 years.
Oh.
And then I thought, I don't want to get really old in New York City. You didn't know where to live and to walk around the streets. So I used to come back to Chestertown for alumni weekends, saw all my friends. And then I found out about Heron Point, and I thought maybe it'd be sort of nice to come back again.
Taken off.
Oh yes, I could have gone back to Cincinnati. I could have gone to Connecticut, but I decided didn't want to do it. And I still have cousins here. I have fewer now than I did a year or so ago. But I decided I'd just stay here.
Oh, my senior year in college, I wanted to get away, something dreadful. I asked my parents not to send me back for my senior year. Then I married Bob, and we both went into teaching. My husband's a church organist, and by that time we were involved with so many events and activities here in Chestertown that it was not just pulling up a route, it was pulling up many strands of routes.
Right.
Chestertown is a really neat place. One of the first people I met when I got here, I was raised in New York City, so this was quite different, but I said to this good friend of mine, I said, "Oh, I really like it here." And he says, "Fitzgerald, people who love Chestertown don't talk about it."
I never decided to leave Chestertown. We were married my senior year, lived downtown, and got involved in things in the community. So, we just stayed. I watched Heron Point being built. We knew, since we have no children, we knew that eventually we would wind up at Heron Point. And we put our deposit down many years ago, it seems to me. And they would keep calling us and say there's a cottage available, and we would say we're not interested yet. And we stayed at the top of the list. And finally, when a cottage became available, we decided this better be the time to do something about it. I was getting tired of doing all the cleaning gutters at the house, and
I'm a native of Chestertown,
That's right.
and as retirement approached, we thought about going to West Virginia, where we had spent a lot of vacation time. But the little town where we went had nothing. It was a depressed area, no bank, no drugstore, no medical services. And we decided, with decrepitude facing us, that it would be wise to come to a place that had such. As far as Heron Point is concerned, I served on the board of Heron Point and still do. And they kept kidding me as when I'm going to move in. And I said I'm not old enough. And finally, at age 85, I decided. College is much stronger in many ways than it was when we went through and graduated. In appearance, it changed a lot. So I hope it keeps on going that way.
Yeah, it's bigger, but it's still Washington College. Well, I was very impressed with at least for me, that the atmosphere here among the students had not really changed particularly. That it was still a very friendly sort of place. I remember that you could leave your wallet out any place back in the late 50s and nobody touch it.
Yeah.
That wasn't the way it was in law school, I can tell you.
Well, I think the expansion of the college is wonderful. The only thing that I regret, when we were on campus, I think there were 400 students in all 4 grades. And we could call everybody by name on campus. We knew everybody. And as a result of that, we made friendships there that are still going on today.
We still keep in touch with classmates that are
Oh, yeah.
all over the country now. And a few of them have come back to Chestertown to live.
It said, I agree with the Tysons. When I was here, they were even under 400, I think. And you did know everybody, which was great. And you knew their last names, which
Oh, yeah.
nobody tells you today. But I think the way the college has grown is wonderful, and the facilities are marvelous. They really are.
One of the interesting things is that I go through the Toll building now, the science building.
Yes.
And when I was here, my major was biology.
Yes.
You don't major in biology now. You major in bio something or
Something or
other.
other, yes.
And I look at the labels on the doors. I'm like,
Yes.
I don't even know what the subjects are. But I love to see the kids running down to the waterfront.
Yes.
They
Yes.
never walk.
Yes.
They always run, and
Yes.
frequently in little pods.
Packs of them.
I had coffee with some girls the other day at the college, and I sort of talked about my friends, and we still all keep in touch. And they said, after all these years, you still see each other? They were really amazed that we all kept in touch.
It's not like a college, it's more like the last resort.
Oh, Jack, I love it. I love it.